earned income taxes, delinquent taxes, and earnings on investments. The earnings on investments have dropped recently because of the interest rates have kind of dropped through the floor. 2% from federal sources, that would be Title I and Title II, and school-based access. And 73% of our revenue comes from state sources. Main subsidies are the basic ed subsidy, special ed subsidy, transportation subsidy, property tax reduction, Ready to Learn grant, the state share for Social Security, and the state share for retirement. So over the past 3 school years, we've averaged about $10.4 million in revenue. Our expenditures, our major expenditures are salary and benefits, they're contractual, FICA, retirement, transportation, cyber charters going up, vocational education, and our debt service. And that's yielded about $10.1 million over the past 3 school years. In terms of our budget, generally what I do is I budget revenues low and expenditures high, which results in a deficit budget. It results in us, in order to balance our budget, we have to use some of our fund balance. Fortunately, we haven't had to do that. We haven't had to dip into our fund balance. On the contrary, we have added to it, which has been the case for several years. Our fund balance, the board has made good conservative decisions. Unassigned fund balance, we have about $3.3 million. Our assigned fund balance, we have about $4.4 million, for a total of $7.7 million in our fund balance. So we've tried to do that in order to, because we're so heavily reliant on the state, any issues at the state level, like the budget impasse last year, year before, we've tried to use this to offset that. Because with the state budget impasse a few years ago, we quite possibly would have had to dip in if they wouldn't have settled that budget when they did. So ultimately, Union School District is financially healthy. Some of the variables that could affect that is obviously the new federal administration, any trickle down things from that level. At the state level, state budget, they're talking about hopefully having a state budget by June 30th. We'll wait and see how that turns out. There's some proposals out there, not necessarily bills yet, that they're talking about that could have a big impact on our finances, as well as the capital projects that we move forward with at the 3 buildings.